Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. It's Barbara, and we're starting off with a little golden singing bell to charge up the crystals, the cards, me, and you. If you are new to Pick a Stack Wednesday, this is what we do here. Your mission is to think of an idea, an issue, or a question, and it can pertain to yourself, a loved one, your family, your community, the whole world. And then you choose a stack. This is stack number 1, stack number 2, stack number 3. The stacks are hidden under boxes to help encourage you to use your intuition. Each stack includes 2 tarot cards from 2 different decks, 1 oracle card, and a crystal, and each stack tells a story. Now, you're the only one that sets limitations on yourself, so if you want to choose 2 stacks or all 3, you go right ahead. There's no rules here. You are a free being of light, and you can do whatever you want. That's how we play. All right, let's get started. Let's get right into it. If you chose stack number 1, your stone is grape agate. Grape agate. Grape agate is a form of purple chalcedony, and it's found in Indonesia. And this is a powerful, intuitive stone that can help with your third eye and your crown chakra. It can help you interpret dreams, activate psychic abilities. It promotes mental clarity. Can help your visions be more vivid. Help you easily transition between realms and live each day at a higher frequency. For me personally, this would be a good stone to wake up with. So I usually, when I wake up, I have a full knowing that I was just in another reality. And so, having this maybe in the pillowcase or right next to the bed would be a really good thing to have. One of the things with grape agate is people suggest that you use angelite or selenite with it. And that can help enhance the properties of this. And it comes in different shades of purple, so all the way from lavender to this deep purple. This is almost indigo. So let's get started with the cards. Your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot, and you get the Traveler. In other decks, this is known as the Fool. This is the very first card of the major arcana, the very first card of the deck. And I love the image in this deck because there's such joy in this picture. It's taking that leap of faith. The sun is out. I'm on a new journey. I'm starting something new in my life, and I am so excited. It's that. So, a lot of times when we start a new hobby or we start new classes or we start a new job or we get a new house or we're in a new relationship, we have those feelings of just, everything's great. And that is what this card evokes. So whether you are starting a new journey or maybe there's one right around the corner for you and you don't even know about it, sometimes a new opportunity comes to us and we were totally not expecting it. That's what this card is about. You're either starting a new journey and you're really happy about it, or there's one right around the corner. This is all about taking the leap of faith. Now, what's interesting is your next card, which is from the Tarot of Dreams tarot deck. We get the Faith card. I just said this is all about taking that leap of faith. And here is the affirmation. We get the Faith card. This deck is a little bit different than other decks. Some decks, this would be the Hierophant. This is all about taking the leap of faith. Holy cow. 2 different decks, same basic message. This is also all about taking everything into account before you take that leap of faith. It's not using your left brain so much, but just, making sure that you understand all the ramifications, you got all the facts. But then, all right, everything is set in my mind. I'm taking that leap of faith. So my guides are giving me that, we analyze it from the left brain and we take the leap of faith from the right brain. And we need to have that balance of the two brains, or two halves of the brain. And the leap of faith comes from the right brain. It's that connection to God, creator, source, so that, all right, this is the right thing to do. I mean, I can ask my friends and family and they'll give me their opinions, but if I go higher with that connection in my right brain, then I'm getting a clearer affirmation, maybe is the way to put it. So whatever's going on in your life, there needs to be a leap of faith. We have to take that first step on the journey. It's like the universe lays out the map for us, but we're the ones that have to take that first step. And we have to know that that step is the right step to take. Wow, that's really cool that two different decks, we got those two cards. So let's see what we get from the Zodiac Moon Oracle deck. We get Eclipse in Aries. Boost relationships through teamwork and compromise. Collaboration. What's interesting is you look at this card. Look at the Faith card. The Circle of Light. These are all symbols of different religions. And now we have this card with a circle of light and hands all the way around. So this is an affirmation. Let's see, can we put this right here? There we go. Have the little ice dragon hold that for us. This is card number 25. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 is all about being on the right path. So let's see what the book says about Eclipse in Aries. You are a spiritual being experiencing life in the physical, earthly domain, learning life lessons. Be led by your interests and, above all, love with all your heart. This card can refer to a karmic connection such as a soulmate or someone you feel drawn to, and signifies that the time is ripe for a business or personal collaboration. You will feel fulfilled by expressing your true self and finding out more about your purpose in life. You may wish to follow the yellow brick road to complete a project you feel truly motivated by, express your latent talents, and learn new ways to get ahead. Relationships are the fast track to learning at this time, so seek to understand yourself and others if you feel your way is being blocked by them. Show compassion and understanding for those who are unable to understand you. Avoid being reactive. Be proactive instead. I'm going to say that again. Avoid being reactive and be proactive instead. Seek a balanced outlook to what is your path in life and what is another's path. Your paths may intersect but need only continue together if the relationship is healthy and mutually supportive. I'm going to say that again. Mutually supportive. A lot of times we give, and we're not receiving equally. People say relationships are a give and take, but they're not a give and take. They're a give and give. And that means I give to you and you give to me. And we both get to receive. Very interesting, those three cards together. A lot of yellow, orange, red, passion colors. This is having faith and taking that first leap and working with others but with passion. So that is stack number 1. Whether you just started doing that or it's right around the corner, just know that it is right around the corner. And we do need to work together. Too many times we think, I'll just do it myself. No, this is the time when we work together and we make this world a better place. All right, that was stack number 1. If you chose stack number 2, dun, 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 your stone is Vesuvianite. Vesuvianite. The colors in Vesuvianite are so beautiful, in my opinion. They're very sage green, but kind of muted, kind of cloudy. And I mean like clouds. This is a very protective stone, which also has healing properties for the physical, emotional, financial, and spiritual stability and growth in your life. It symbolizes personal growth, spirituality, loyalty, strength, positive energy, and creativity. It is a go-to stone for people suffering from chronic depression, a deep sense of guilt, of regret, because it relieves all of these by slowly enabling you to climb out of the darkness. People who have lost hope in life and do not look forward to the future anymore can use this to awaken in them the spirit to appreciate and live life with zeal and zest. We should probably be spreading this all around the world. Yeah, so that is your stone. And your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot. Oh, and we get the sun, and it's represented by this beautiful little hummingbird. The hummingbird is all about joy. The sun is in some decks, well, some people call it the happiest card in the deck because the sun brings us energy. The sun brings life to earth. The sun brings us the light. The light. And this is such a joyous card. And it's interesting that this stone can help you come out of the darkness and into the light. And here we have the light right here. And from the Tarot of Dreams, we have the Four of Coins. Again, he's got this little treasure chest, and when he opens it, it's full of light. This is all about the light coming to you. Yes, there's material wealth in here. Yes, he has the key to the chest. And a lot of times I've talked about, when we've gotten this card, I've talked about the material gains that are coming. But to me today, my guides are really accentuating the fact that all the light is right here. Like you have a chest full of light. And that could be a treasure chest, or it could be your physical chest in your body, because that's where we carry the light. We carry the light in ourselves. So we've got the light from the sun, and then this card is telling us that, well, we've got the light from the sun external to ourselves, and here it is internal to ourselves. We've got the key, open the chest, boom, there's the light. We are carrying that light. That is really cool. Now, also, there's a lot of green in here. This is heart chakra, root chakra, safety, stability. I mean, there's passion there as well, but this is safety, stability, and heart, and the light. So the light is within you. And if you're not feeling the light, then do whatever you have to bring that light out. If I feel like I'm being psychically attacked, or whatever reason, I'm sad, I'm feeling other people's emotions, I start working on myself. I get my heavy duty, high frequency crystals out. I meditate. I'm hanging out with my dragons and my unicorns. If that doesn't work, I'll contact a friend and say, hey, can you send me some energy? Because everything I'm doing is just not enough. I just need that little extra oomph, almost like jumper cables. And it's okay to ask for help. Because, when you ask somebody else for help, you're allowing them to be your guardian angel for the day. And who doesn't want to feel like they're helping somebody? Most people do want to help. Interesting. In this card, without even looking here, what do we have? We have the light. This is actually an eclipse. So we've got the sun peeking out behind the moon. And this says, stand firm in the eye of the storm. Eclipse in Scorpio. This is the regeneration card, card number 32, which is a 5. Let's see what Eclipse in Scorpio says. I love the sundog in the picture. A passionate or very emotional matter comes full circle. A turning point that can alter the course of your life is in the wings. And that's just interesting because, you know, this goes right along with that. The Sun card. Let your head do the talking and ensure decisions are guided by your intuition, not your emotions. Remember, we got to be living from the heart, not the head. Or if it is from the head, it's got to be from the right brain. Avoid hasty and extreme emotional responses. Avoid gossip. Avoid drama. Because chaos can result from that. And so many people right now are allowing themselves to be drawn into the drama and the chaos. You know what? It's not really a good place to be. It's not high frequency, it's low frequency. When you get pulled into even somebody else's drama, your frequency is dropping down to that drama level, that chaotic level. Is that really where you want to be? Most of the time, the answer is going to be no. An entirely fresh understanding of life, birth, death, and the transformation inherent in the human journey will become apparent, and you will understand on an instinctive level what must be done. Allow yourself to grieve a passing circumstance. Breathe and let go of matters that no longer serve your highest purpose. You are a spiritual being experiencing the material world. That's interesting because with the Sun card, okay, this is we're a being of light. And with this 4 of coins, we are experiencing the material world. That's exactly what this is saying. You will learn how to adapt to prevailing circumstances. It is your destiny to do so. When you have learned this skill, the necessity for regeneration will become apparent. Believe that you can ride out any storm that blows your way. Your resilience and ability to be practical in the eye of the storm will enable you to prevail against the odds, especially if you avoid deceit, destructive behavior, and negative or explosive emotions. And I just want to add that when you believe that you can weather the storm, you can weather the storm. You made it this far in your life. Why can't you make it farther? This card can indicate someone who is ultra charismatic, be this yourself or someone you know, and this person is involved in creating long-term change in your circumstances. This change presents as particularly intense, magnetic, chaotic, dramatic, or disruptive. Stand up to disruptions without contributing to the drama. If a relationship is challenging, try to be compassionate. Maintain a calm approach to other people's dilemmas and work methodically to bring a new circumstance into being. The storm will pass and a new beginning will be evident. So if you've got a storm in your life, you got this. What do you do when you're in a storm? If you were in a hurricane like this, what do? You hunker down. You hunker down. You do whatever you have to keep yourself and your family safe, and you ride it out. If you're just going to be scared and not do anything, well, that's your choice. If you're going to hunker down and make sure your family's taken care of and ride it out, that's your choice. If you're just going to flee the city and go to a different state, out of the path of the storm, that's your choice. Whatever you got to do. And remember, in the storm, if you lose in quotes, material possessions, they can be replaced. All right. If you chose stack number 3, your stone is Staurolite. I tried to find a good version, and I'm hoping you can see. This is called a fairy stone or a fairy cross. Yeah, it's really hard to see in the video. But most of you who watch my videos know exactly what this is. These fairy stones or fairy cross stones can be found in Minnesota, among other places. And what's really cool is they are created along straight lines. They can have straight lines, or they can have 90-degree angles, which will make them look like a cross. Now, what's really cool about these, a lot of people just think, oh, these are just really cool because they have these angles on them. But these help you communicate with the elementals and with the fairies. So it doesn't matter if they have straight lines or if they have crosses or whatever. It's all about the frequency. And the frequency of these stones is to help you communicate with elementals, with fairies, with any of the little outdoor creatures that most people can't see. In fact, when you go looking for these, you talk to the elementals and you say, hey, I want to find one of these stones. They'll lead you. If you have good intentions, they'll lead you there. One of the best things you can do if you're going to go look for these is take a little garbage bag with you. Pick up garbage along the way. You're showing the elementals that you care about the planet. That way they will help you find the good ones. So these stones are grounding. They can help reduce fear and anxiety. They can help you quit bad habits and unhealthy addictions. And working with the elementals and the fairies to get rid of the spirit of addiction can be very helpful. So this is an excellent stone to work with on a recovery journey, whether it's drugs, alcohol, smoking, eating poorly, if you have a shopping problem, or whatever your addiction or issue is. You can carry it with you or place it in your pillowcase when you're sleeping. Have one in your car. It's a really cool stone, but excellent to work with the elementals. Okay? All right, so that is your stone. And your first card is from the Spirit Song Tarot deck. And it's another major arcana. This is card number 15, the Shadow. In other decks, this is the Moon card. This is the card that tells us either we need to do some shadow work, we need to work with the moon. We did just have the full moon, blue moon, second moon in Aquarius. Very powerful moon. This is Wednesday, so we're probably still going to feel the effects of that moon for another week and a half, just because it was so powerful. And it's interesting because this isn't a dark sky; it's actually blue, so it ties right in. So this is telling us that we need to work on the shadow parts of ourselves. Now, what are the shadow parts? That's those parts that, we usually stuff down deep inside. Like, I really want to smack the crap out of that guy over there, but I'm not gonna. Okay? Those kinds of feelings that we stuff down. We do need to let those go periodically. So whether you go to the gym and punch it out with a punching bag, or you just sing and dance, or you scream, or whatever it is that you do, dig in the garden, we need to get that stuff out. And that's a big thing that's going on right now too. We need to be releasing all that stuff from our past. We need to be dealing with it. We need to forgive ourselves and everybody else that has been in our lives. Sometimes because of our sensitivity, we take offense at something, and the person that said it or did it has no idea that you were offended because you just walked away. And you've spent 20 years being offended about that and hurt and all that, and that person has no clue because it's all on you. So you are the one that needs to deal with those feelings from an event that happened yesterday or last week or last month or 20 years ago or 50 years ago. So we need to deal with that stuff and release it. Release. Our next card is from the Tarot of Dreams. And speaking of releasing, we have the Tarot card. And did I say tarot? The Tower card. The Tower card is all about releasing that which no longer serves us. And the image is the tower's crashing down. The tower's hit by lightning in this deck, and there's damage done. But if you think about it, the Tower card is a wonderful card. And I actually, back in the day, years ago, I did not like getting this card. Oh no, now what's going to happen? Oh, my life is awful and I'm going to lose this and that. And now I look at it as, you know what? The tower's got to fall down so something better can be in its place. Something improved, something that's better for me. So if this is something in my life that is coming crashing down, if this is a relationship or I'm losing a job or, I smash my car or whatever, it means a better one is coming around the corner. I got a great story. Maybe 15 years ago, I hit a deer. Although really, I think the deer hit me because it just came out of nowhere. And that was really hard for me because I have a deer as a spirit animal guide. And I'm still having problems with, the feeling that I killed my spirit animal. But this is what I got later. I was so traumatized by this event, not physically as much as emotionally. My car got totaled. But what I got later was that something bad was going to happen and I was going to get hurt. And she was actually saving me from that. And so now, I talk to my dear spirit guide, and I'm so grateful. Thank you. That was a tower moment for me. My car got totaled, and it was emotionally, well, at the time it was emotionally horrific. But now, after I talk to my spirit guides, it's like, okay, it all makes sense. The problem is, as humans, we don't always understand exactly what's going on at the time. And we may never understand. We may just think, oh, wow, I totaled my car. I hit a deer. It did give me the opportunity to get a car that I liked a lot better. And so that part's really cool. But I believe that deer actually saved my life because something worse was going to happen down the road. So we've got the tower and we've got the shadow or the moon. Now this is two major arcanas. These are messages from the universe. This is like, hey, pay attention. Stuff's happening. Work on your shadow self and release all the emotions associated with that. Come to terms with things. If something bad happened in your life, come to terms with it. It happened for a reason. And you know what? You wouldn't be the person you are today if that event didn't happen. Sometimes when a bad event happens to us, it enables us and motivates us to be more compassionate, to be in the right place, to be helping people. Sometimes, an event that happens in our lives, 30 years later, we get to use as an example to teach somebody else. How cool is that? You can turn anything around. These are all learning experiences. But this is the universe giving you a message. Hey, pay attention. Work with the elementals because you've got the starlight. But look at these tower moments in your life. Don't dwell there, but release them. Release all the people that were involved. Forgive them and forgive yourself. That's the most important part. Forgive yourself. I had to forgive myself for hitting the deer, even though she came out of nowhere and I never saw her coming. I had to forgive myself because I felt so much guilt. But I worked on it and I forgave myself. All right, let's see what your third card says. Your third card is from the Zodiac Moon deck, and it's Sun in Gemini, and it's all about communications. Hone your negotiation and relationship skills. Put that right there. And it's card number 3. Key communications, a short trip, negotiations, or community endeavors will be significant now. A flexible approach to discussions, relationships, travel, or a new start involving paperwork, an agreement, or a contract will appeal. This is an excellent time to hone your communication and negotiation skills. Find ways to boost your understanding of others and therefore improve relationships, business and personal. Be adaptable, but don't lose sight of the big picture. This card represents excellent communication skills, so if you feel yours are lacking, this is the time to boost them. And what's interesting is, the card is blue. That's throat chakra. And I've got the blue dragon here as well. So when you do need to speak to someone, having a blue crystal or stone at your throat is always very helpful. Whenever I speak in front of a group of people, you'll notice I'm wearing my lapis, I'm wearing turquoise, I'm wearing some form of blue stone at my throat, usually a lot of them. Let's see. This is also the card of commerce, business, and trade. A fresh contract, idea, or business venture promises to be successful if you attend to the details of agreements, negotiations, and everyday communications. Technical and digital information may be particularly relevant right now. Conversations with neighbors, siblings, and community will be in the spotlight and will spark fresh ideas. However, the Sun in Gemini can indicate distractions. Too many simultaneous ventures will disperse your energy. Focus on 1 or 2 key projects or collaborations, or you risk spreading yourself too thin. I like that. I'm the kind of person that has 47 projects going on at all times. And I'm noticing that, especially in the last, probably since the summer solstice, that I've needed to just concentrate on one at a time. And it's like, for me, that's pulling back. It's not that I'm not as productive. I'm still as productive. It's just instead of doing 14 things in an evening where I'm just doing one step, I'm actually completing something in an evening. And I'm very intentionally focusing on that one instead of hurry up, let's get all these other ones done. So communication, very important while we work on our shadow self and we deal with this tower. Let stuff fall apart. Let people fall away. Let the tower collapse. If you work really hard at holding that tower up, holding that tower up, holding that tower up, all you're doing is you're making it worse in the long run. Let the tower collapse so that something new and beautiful and amazing can regrow in its place. Okay? And forgive yourself and everybody else. That is stack number 3. And don't forget to work with those elementals. That's why we have them. They want to help. So we're going to close out with a little golden singing bell. I know the crystals appreciate it. I know it feels good to me. I hope it feels good to you. Thank you for watching or listening to the video. I really appreciate it. You're the reason I do this. I love you guys. You're my soul tribe. And I am sending everybody blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because You are worthy and you deserve them all. Thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful day.